Welcome back. A few months back, we told you about some construction at Lowell Observatory, and tonight we have the latest update.
Yeah, since 1896, the Clark telescope has been perched on Mars Hill, a 25-foot-tall planetary telescope that mapped the moon in the 60s, helped Percival Lowell hypothesize about canals on Mars, and was used to co-discover the expansion of the universe. But now it's missing from its home of 117 years.
Well, not exactly missing, but rather receiving an extreme makeover. Mayson Agnew takes us inside to see this magnificent piece of machinery.
The Clark telescope, which is usually used for public viewing of the sky, is currently out of commission, but in the capable hands of Ralph Nye, who is spearheading its top-down repair.
Basically been in charge of it for the last 38 years. It's my favorite because it's an old antique, so everything has a history. All the dents in the tube, all the writings on the walls, it's quite a treat. And you get the full feel of being an astronomer, being out in the cold and freezing and putting your eye up to a ice cold eyepiece, but seeing something that is spectacular and knocks your socks off. But one of the things we have to do to the telescope dome is to strengthen it up for another 100 years. And one thing that really strengthens it up is put another coating of fresh wood with tongue and groove around the outside of the bottom of the dome. And then we have a vapor barrier of material that doesn't allow moisture inside the dome. We're taking the time to do everything right, and I've got 3 other people working on the telescope parts, and we're all more or less perfectionists, and we don't let anything called finished until there's nothing more you can do to that part to make it work better or look better. All of the parts that are brass on the telescope, even the parts that were painted silver, have been cleaned off and buffed out. So every piece of brass that's on this telescope is a piece of jewelry. It's a pleasure to work on this and a privilege. And especially now, rebuilding the whole telescope and redoing the whole dome. It's going to be beautiful and probably the best looking telescope than any other refracting telescope in the nation.
Every piece that can be polished will soon shine, and the Clark will run better than it has since it was new. The dome will reopen to the public most likely around February of next year. For NAZ Today, I'm Mayson Agnew.